Fnatic's composition is very straightforward. It wants to threaten your backline, it wants to skirmish, it wants to fight, it wants a bit of an opportunity to scale, but once you get like 1 or 2 items under your belt, you want to be threatening that backline, you want to be passing.
Everyone with cookies, like munching. Upset Humanoid. Mickey had biscuits as well, we'll see. Humanoid flushes away though. Good tag, 1-1-3. Sets up for Nuke to fire down. How easy for you for the time being while that Dragon gets done. Again, Grubs, only 1 spawn now. So yeah, while Dragon gets taken down, a minute for the one and only topside on the dime of the clock.
I was just about to say, Upset is moving towards mid, so I thought that
Nuke. Wait, great ulti, because Paris is coming in as well. He'll be able to find the setup, and Humanoid hopped on again. There's the auto. Paris may get the kill, but Nuke gets the credit. Razork, he's jumped in and he's popped the
sitting bot lane pushing away, but Upset's attention was being divided.
Oh, Mickey feigned the back. In fact, he didn't get stunned up. He stuns up Paris instead, who misses the engage. 1-1-3 is coming in. Mickey's at level 6, so a Magnet Storm held for now. His flash just gets him out of dodge. While top lane, Oscar Renan gets some help bullying down Irrelevant, opening up Razork for the Grubs in the meantime.
So Fnatic finally get onto the board as Razork's able to successfully gank the top side of the map. We'll be able to easily convert this into the Grubs, as you highlighted, because given that 1-1-3 tried to make a gank happen on the bot and Mickey was able to get away with his life, there's very little. Has the ultimate available, and yep, he's setting it towards the flashless Irrelevant.
Indeed, to slow him down too. Stunned up, all the spears out, the movement's been given, and that exhaust we haven't seen until now. Oscar benefits a second time, and he's off to the races.
So Fnatic investing their resources on the top side of the map to set up Oscar Renan to be this giant carry threat as we transition later into the game. Razork, now having used his ultimate, poses less of a risk as the Dragon spawns, but BDS not free from an engage as Mickey to retreat.
Great deadly flourish. Ice just pops the ulti immediately. The curtains will call, and Mickey, can he dodge them all? You know the answer now. BDS with their third. They get the feats of warfare as well, while Oscar's taking down the turret and TPing in. Irrelevant. The disrespect. He'll pop his ulti as Razork manages to scuffle his way out. If only just. But while bot's dying down, Oscar Renan is now becoming a game changer.
Interesting pivot there from Razork. He was originally hovering around the mid lane, but instead decided after Mickey's getting caught that there's not much that they can do to contest the Dragon. 35 seconds will likely be the next big point of contention.
Jungler's all in though, 1-1-3. I mean, if the Herald is a contentious point, then 1-1-3 won't have his ulti, nor will Irrelevant. They need something from this. It's a double spear out, and now the damage finally coming through, but a shot back from Humanoid, keeping Razork safe. Irrelevant overheating until the Harpoons come back in action. They fly. The poke is good. Ulti, Nuke knows he can't W in unless he gets a reset on Satchel Charge and can W straight out again, because if he stays, it's death knells. As Humanoid with good poke again onto Irrelevant. TP. He's running out of mana though, and as you said, TP is going to change the tides. Nuke is going to destroy Humanoid before he knows. TP, flash, ulti, dead. He hand delivered.
To help get him back into the game a little bit. The Herald going to be secured on the cross map. And I think both teams are demonstrating just great reaction.
Very good thing.
Keep your eyes on 1-1-3. Remember, he likes to stack his Q up on the wards.
And he did just then. He gets a knockup. Humanoid flashes immediately, but into their zone of control, he gets a good flick back. All for Humanoid or nothing, says BDS. They won't be walking away empty-handed. Upset now flashes out and gets hit by the last curtain call. Ice brings up, but
I'm not prepared for that quick engage to come through from the Xin. Fnatic find themselves split up, and Irrelevant, even though he was put so far behind, was quick with the follow-up, threatening both Humanoid and Upset on the backline.
Razork wants the leftovers, but I don't think BDS is sharing. Third Dragon. While those 3 Grubs and
ultimate from Ice was enough to help secure the kill. Now Irrelevant in the side lane.
It's a fight back from Fnatic again, and as you said, Irrelevant, this side lane might be his undoing. He's got no flash available, but the damage, where is the damage? He's just walking it out with a scrap shield. He's taken a while to die there. Finally the flick back involved with Razork getting his spears to connect. Irrelevant drops down. That's kill number 4 for Fnatic, but what does it entail? The push with Herald versus Nuke and sides. Actually looks like for Fnatic they're getting more than you would have thought.
They will get the hit to come through. There you can see the buff to the damage being done to the Taz. The dive on the 1-1-3.
It's the ulti, but into melee range. 1-1-3's bought some time. The Herald's still smacking away. That turret going to drop down. Teleport burn from Nuke. That's a good deadly flourish. In place is Razork for now. The shield goes up yet again. The seismic shove misses, but BDS don't care. They've got everything they wanted. There is also
a post that I saw about the LDR, picking that one up second.
Ah, yes. That and being in the LEC probably helps as Humanoid burst down, but Mickey won't let him stand. Nuke flashes in. Ulti's auto, not enough. Humanoid gets away, but it is Mickey the saving grace of Razork. He flies in, and he starts burning down this top objective.
A crucial pick for Fnatic as they take out the mid laner from BDS.
Gone.
And they're looking to convert it into the Artican as well. This will be the first Artican of the changes secured. And here come the pedals. Put this pressure into a Dragon. They'll deny the soul away from BDS, who's trying to steal away camps on the cross map. Pretty much the best thing that 113 can do right now. I'm sure they'd love to secure that top tower, which I think they should be able to get. It's relatively low. You can see Nuke pushing out that top wave as Fnatic invest more resources onto the bottom side of the map. Humanoid continuing that push.
I think we should also reference, while we've been hyping up Nuke this game, every time we've seen a pick from BDS, gold has been going to Ice. And Ice is 1,700 gold up individually.
Confidence in them as an
ulti.
ulti comes through.
Relevant does have flash again, but where's he going to burn it? BDS defensive TP, but it's going to be 3 versus 2. Make it 3 and 3 with Paris coming in and sharing Glee. Charmed up. Good ulti with the quickness set up, though. He's not going to be good enough. Oscar gets bopped away, but in the meantime, Razork's just dead. Oscar's got Needleworks held out. Curtain call zoned out, and Irrelevant gets snipped back. Good shove back as well. All in. Upset jumps in, but doesn't get knocked up. Now Kite's away. Upset. KDA player no more. Nah. He's been away for ages. He sets up the fight so well. Ice gets shoved away, but not nearer towards Fnatic. This Baron construes a little bit. Fnatic, all 5 members in front of the pit. We are going to flip this one, but no Mickey. Over the wall with a Magnet Storm stops them all. BDS get nowhere near. Fnatic. Mickey playing defensive again. Equalizer down. Upset has to flash away. Deadly Flourish connects. Curtain call. Someone needs to get in front of Upset, but they can't. It's a great pick. BDS have caught Fnatic with their trousers down around their ankles. Razork gonna get a stun back because he can't do anything else. Humanoid will not commit the ultimate. And
that is a huge AD carry. I mean, both of them are incredibly strong.
Mickey, angle, Magnet Storm. It's a one-man pick, but it's a good one. Nuke jumps back into the stones. Half HP, while meanwhile 113 jumped into the rest of Fnatic. BDS, not the team fight you wanted. Their sole opportunity now walking out the door.
Quite a few things happened in that play. Mickey got into a flank angle to catch out Nuke. As you rightly said, he re-engaged because Razork was looking to follow up with his ulti, but 113 interrupted it on the backline. The problem with interrupting it was he went too deep.
He died, yeah. Now Charm, you can say that Oscar did the same thing. He just got nuked himself. Shut down to that guy as Ice is just trying to defend this one-hit turret. Good Weaver's wall sets up for Humanoid to maybe find them all, but BDS, group of 3, equalizer down. That choke is beautiful. There's a shove, there's a flash, and a re-engage. It's onto Irrelevant. Meanwhile, Upset has to re-ignite to the back line. He's exploding and dead. Nuke now going to carry the rest of the fight, but he's stunned up. Again into Humanoid. He keeps doing it. Humanoid's dead as well, and BDS stay standing. Fnatic just thought they were finding the pieces to Jigsaw.
A chaotic fight across the board, but it's BDS that walk away victorious. They're going to get themselves another tower. I think it would be greedy to push any more.
If left alone.
Completely right, Hysterics. I mean, Tristana is a great side laner because of how quickly she destroys towers, and she's going to pick up another.
Might need Upset there very quick. However, he's destroying that Dragon. Baron's not even started yet by BDS.
That's gone. Upset has to make his way over. The Baron is melting from the double AD carries.
Oscar's got his ult in hand, and he'll obliterate anyone. Ice sees him getting zoned out. 3K. Razork looking for the steal, blasted away, and Mickey getting into the thick of it, but he doesn't get a steal or anything of the sort. Fnatic running away with their heads between their legs for now. Oscar just walks in, gets taken down. Razork jumps in, gets a stunned up, but he's isolated until Upset joins in. The angle's good, but one shot by Upset. A problem is he flushes out Razork, somehow still alive. 113 though, he's starting to thrive. Humanoid flashed on. Ice running the fight. Mickey crushes down, gets him. In the end, it's chaos, but we love it. And Ice will live in it. He breathes it. He feels it. And he lets the curtain fall.
Side laning again.
Yeah, and I'm looking at Razork. Irrelevant, he's not safe here. There's going to be a dive. It's a flash in. Humanoid doesn't care about the turret damage. But again, the Zonda, she said, saves him. BDS want to bring in the cavalry. Oscar in and behind enemy lines. Fnatic still here. Nuke's going to push this turret, but BDS need to act quick. 5 members are looking for the push. They'll find the inhib. They get in, they get out. BDS, the counterplay, is hoping that Nuke can do the same.
I mean, respect to Fnatic for finding that play.
Okay.
It felt like such a heavy commitment. Diving.
Fnatic are in there, taking it down quick. Nuke wants to come in, but Mickey's zone has been great. Ice opens up the curtains, but it's dead. Humanoid takes it, blocked in. Ice doesn't get hit, and BDS are now kiting back, but do they want the fight? New Goldie's equalizer only hits one. Onto Oscar, he buys time, Mickey's engaged. It's only onto one, so BDS snaps. The exhaust on Irrelevant would be enough if Nuke wasn't firing instead. All onto Ice, they say, with the GA. Upset repositions, but look at Nuke. Look at the Tristana. He's hopping, he's leaping, he's jumping, he's diving. It's close, but Nuke is running the space.
These team fights are absolutely crazy. It's a 4-for-3 in favor of BDS. The GA providing value for Ice, but BDS, they now have a direct access to the Nexus. It's just Upset standing in their wake. He needs to buy 15 more seconds to Mickey. BDS, they're looking at the inhibitors. Are they going to look to try and end? Upset
has barrier, but what does it mean against a satchel charge? Nuke can just put this on the turret and Upset will get AoE'd. Range at max at level 18 Tristana. Nuke's going to sit here and fire away. Upset needs to do it on this wave, but 113 ulti's out. More members coming in. Mickey trying to help. Nuke gets an open Nexus, but he crashed down. Mickey, great CC, and Upset will take him to the pound.
While Razork is just buying so much time, he's able to stall thanks to the shield. He gets the kill onto Ice, and if Ice had lived there...
Channel down mid, trying to do it themselves. Look at the range, by the way.
This tower is not going to last long.
All it takes, and the AoE, they have to walk away. Fnatic can't stand in the vicinity of a turret. Nuke will kill him. All in from 113. It's Oscar in and caught out, but Mickey's engaged in backline. Stuns up, holds the play. Quickness good from Paris. He's zoning, but he can't get near Upset. He just walks into an auto-attacking Kai'Sa. Last shot from Ice doesn't work. Upset walks in. He's alive! He's alive! Upset with a triple. He's taking them all down. You love the number 4 so much, Ice. Why don't you marry it? Upset will chase. Razor will get the movement speed. In for a penny. In for a pound. Ice will be the last to fall to the ground.
It's an ace for Fnatic, and they're able to win out on the final fight. The death timers are too long, and Fnatic will set their sights on the Nexus and game 1 of this series.
It's just about which AD carry can perform the team fighting masterclass, isn't it? Upset does it even better than the last. And that turret, I think that's fake spectators wigging out because this game belongs to Fnatic.
I mean, Alistar does scale up very nicely, but you have the Gragas to stop his engage and just the early laning phase against this Nico.
And I am not getting $100.
You're not getting it.
Uh-oh.
Monsters attacking everywhere. Is Fnatic setting up for a dive bot lane?
They are indeed. They've slowly been working towards this, and Razork now has Paris in place. Nice pulverize, though. Paris pops away Mickey because he wants to rework it into Razork. Ends up being a 1-for-1. Upset now has to run out. Only Mickey disguising himself as Razork, while Razork sits top lane. So even though Irrelevant is walking down now to match, he's going on hit, but still Q hurts like anything. As 113 starts up Grub, spawns some mites, he thinks about it, but wants to pop the ultimate, and into the shadows he goes, and Stand United interrupted, but it gets the shield. 113 sets up for Ice to get the kill. That's 2 on the Varus as Mickey is going to be a re-dive, but Tangle Barbs hits onto 2. Good burst, and Paris in trouble. He took a turret shot. The minion wave was cleared. Well done by Mickey once again as he's brought company. Razork has ultied in and ultied down. Ice will not be able to move. No sleeping safe and sound either. 113 gets away with his life, but
Paris with entire aggro, allowing them to get a pick. Razork and Humanoid roam towards the top side of the map. The collapse comes through onto Ice, and they convert it into another kill. Nice response there from Fnatic, but also series versus G2. I want to say it was game 3.
That was game 1, wasn't it?
No, it was game 3.
We looked at it just before.
We won. He won in that game, and they lost game 1.
Okay, well, it wasn't game 1, ladies and gentlemen. Paranoia comes in. Let's spark it up. 113 has no follow-up, though, so Mickey gets thrown in. Pop Blossom, 2-man, and whatever game it was, Vetty, it was a bloody good one. Dragons. Bot lane, also equal on a 2-kill Varus. Kind of just shows you where Upset's at now. Relevant's also in Fog of War. Maybe that's why Fnatic proceeding backwards as Mickey disguises himself, but Herald's just going to be gone. The fight afterwards is Razork onto Paris, pops the Unbreakable Will. There's the Paranoia. Here comes the dive, and Stand United Shockwave. It all lands, and Upset is first to go. The ulti in response, but Mickey does it again. He said his Nico's great, and he's showing it once more. The skies are descending for Fnatic as Humanoid gets a good ulti, but look at Ice. Betty, you told me to watch the on-hit. He follows up afterwards. Mickey can't save the play. And 113 with a triple kill finally BDS surge to life.
I mean, the shotgun was lethal from BDS. They take out Upset immediately. And even though Mickey found a nice return engage, it was a heavy commitment.
Surge for them in this game. 1K gold lead, Dragon now in their favor too. Nuke's gonna get bottom turret with it. I'm just watching to see if Fnatic can do anything topside, because this is just a straight out another win for BDS here in the early game.
That fight was just a great demonstration of how the comp works. And now the pressure is on Fnatic because they need to find a solution. How do we keep Upset alive? Because Flash isn't necessarily enough. The combination still came through. He tried to flash away. Herald should be an easy secure. And now that's all outer towers secured for BDS. And that makes it much easier to find picks with the... Well, I didn't think that a team would just start this one up, but I was wrong. Nicely secured.
They don't know how much it's actually worth, which is between 20 to 40 gold, depending on where you're at. For Flower, as Paris might be caught out. Caught out in his own jungle. Unbreakable Will there. Fnatic might have found a pick, but Paris gets out thanks to the Wolf. And the Will keeps him alive. Meanwhile, top lane, Irrelevant has no turret there, and he might be close to dying, but all it takes is a flash, and Oscarinin will match it hand in hand. Paranoia in response, but the cooldown's needed. You get yourself a shield. Oscarinin, he's already burnt the flash, but eventually dies. That's a pick for BDS while Fnatic get the Dragon in response.
Bit too deep there from Oster. It becomes a little bit harder for them to decide on the next play.
Paris has to be careful again. Razork's going to smite him down. Tangle Barbs. Unbreakable Will is pulled out again. No objective up until 45 seconds, but that's the Baron. So Fnatic want to edge onto this. Paris has now run out of his ulti. He'll be caught out and taken down. Upset with the kill, and Oscarinin, even though
for them, they're going to fish for what they can to get some information.
Paranoia, that's the fish onto Mickey over the wall. He's so low as well. He'll be feared and eventually corrupted by the night. 113 as nearby. Teleport burned in. BDS in front of the Baron. The engage starts off again. The skies will eventually descend upon them. The weight of the world seems heavy, but Upset is who we now watch. Setting up with a rend in hand. Razork jumps in, but kiting back his eyes. He's still hitting Baron though, and Baron's hitting back. Upset's getting reset off it, and I'm worried. I'm so worried that again, Upset will put everyone in tears.
That's a triple kill for Upset. And remember that in the earlier engage, BDS were targeting Upset. This time around, Upset could play without the fear of that wombo combo coming through. The Baron is going to be turned over to Fnatic.
Ice. Oi, oi, oi. Ooh. A little bit late. Upset flashes over the whole wave. It's a skill. Highlights over to Upset, but Humanoid made sure that this 3 item is big, but the submarine starts it off again. Under the water we go. Paris, 3-man knockup is good, and there's the first kill for Ice. He has open season. Mickey can't get him, but Oscarinin knocks him into Razork's hand. A pulverize in response. Upset's still alive, and again the battle of 80 carries seems to be won out by none other than the Fnatic 80 carry. Once again, Fnatic makes sure this fight remains theirs.
BDS don't want the game to slow down. They don't want the momentum to go back in the favor of Fnatic. So they pull the trigger again. They lock down Humanoid. They do get the kill. But this time around, again, they don't have any threat onto Upset. And when you give this man the freedom to free hit, he tears your team apart.
Got a Chuck show. He's only 2 items with damage, but it seems to be enough. And he seems to be so hard to kill. Open inhibitor through mid. 6K gold lead, and all of a sudden, Fnatic are setting this up to be a 2-0 slam dunk.
Fnatic have so quickly swung this game in their favor. BDS's composition looked terrifying after it was just deleting Upset from the...
Looking for the switch as Oscarinin just goes blindly. His team were elsewhere. Oscar's going to buy some time as Fnatic need to help him. Eat some humble pie. Shockwave used, but Oscar's out of the way. Now here's the re-engage. Nuke goes gold and he buys some time. 113 tries to get him out of the way, but there's a semi-ult coming through while Ice needs to poke, but Humanoid's already killed off one, and the chase begins yet again. Mickey's Nico does it so much better. You watch Upside with the Stand United under the turret mean absolutely nothing. Fnatic are playing with fire, and BDS are burning their feet.
Humanoid melts through the lineup of BDS with the skies falling, getting a nice stun onto Nuke. The Dragon's Breath doing monumental damage. It's another ace in favor of Fnatic. And BDS, they find themselves with little to defend their Nexus.
It's Fnatic who are really fighting to show their worth of first place, and This series is giving us a lot of data. The first team to lock in playoffs. All it takes is a Nexus explosion as Paris gets explosive cast back, and his ulti, it's not up and available, so that's an ace. Fnatic will move closer to 10K into the final blow. Paranoia against Agragas. There will be an E coming up. He gets over the wall. 113 has no one else. There's Upset. Flash already burned, but 113 is in the heart of it all. Humanoid gets over. Shockwave can't kill him, and Upset is now on the chase. Humanoid is flying. Once again, the skies have just descended into his back pocket. Somehow it fits. But Fnatic just keep getting kill after kill. BDS just want to keep fighting. Credit to them, but Fnatic win every single fight.
Fnatic overstaying. They want the tower as well. They know they have the numbers advantage. TP available on Humanoids.
113's not up for 30 seconds. There's no Shockwave. Explosive cast. Nuke gets sent to the side. Upset steps forward, but it's only inhibitor for now. 2 inhibitors down. Okay, gold comeback. Like anything's possible in this game, but 113 can't get caught out here. Paranoia to turn the lights off. Would it even help him? He's going to do it anyway. Re-engages to die. 4 versus 5. Humanoid is ready to bring the lights off, but from the universe to say goodnight. Upset is a good Shockwave in response. Health bar's blighted, but Ice, even though he gets the kill, BDS, will it be enough? Maybe the answer is yes. Some kind of shadow dash from the gods. Nuke Shockwave not available either. The steal, no. Can't beat a smite as Nuke has run in right in front of Razork. Humanoid is unleashing the beast. Unfortunately, makes it well done in the end for the stake, and while Paris will just sit there and loathe while the rest of BDS drop down. Fnatic are making this look so skilled, so classy, so nice with another triple over to Humanoid for BDS against the first place team. This truly is good night.
Fnatic set their sights on the Nexus in what has been a hard-fought series against BDS. They're looking to lock their spot in playoffs.
The first team to do it in spring of the LEC 2025. Fnatic are your best. KC will follow. And this is what we've got here in Europe. This is Fnatic. Win rate is now as Mickey stands by with Shocks after a very good Nico game again, brother. Pretty good.
Sure is. Welcome to the Marriott Bonvoy post-game check-in with Mickey, who locks into the playoffs with Fnatic. Congratulations, let's go. Sick. It's very loud here today. I think maybe, you came from Madrid, so maybe you were expecting it to be very loud, but I feel like they're not leaving you hanging.
Yeah,
you proud of them? It's nice.
They all came with us from Madrid.
Maybe they're actually walking with you, going to Prague with you, finally making it. How was that actually? Because we laugh about the situation, but obviously you are preparing for a week where you want to lock into playoffs. There are some patch changes. So how overall well prepared do you feel? And yeah, it seems like it was pretty good because you 2-0'd them quite easily.
I mean, it was a bit stressful, I guess. We only had 2 days of scrims, but we had a lot of time to do some team bonding. We were just like traveling, I guess. So that was fun. And honestly, we don't really need scrims, It's like,
No.
So yeah, I think we're gonna we're gonna have a lot more days now in the upcoming days because we actually don't play the last week.
Yep.
So we're gonna have more time to actually get good for playoffs. And yeah, because I think today was maybe not the cleanest games. Yeah, could have gone either way. Could have been a 2-0 for BDS as well.
Well, let's talk about it, Mickey. The early games, what was going on today? I sometimes think that you need a good start to win, so you could see it as a positive that even if you don't get a good start, you're able to fight back. But what's your read on it?
I mean, I think game 1 we had like a solid start, I guess. Mid was a bit behind, but top we had a pretty good lead. I think that game we were just kind of getting caught a lot and took unfavorable fights. And I think game 2, I guess they just played like Nocturne Orianna, which is something that makes picks very easily. I also kind of misjudged that I can't turn into a minion. He can still just click me and smite me. That's like, but they got better into doing Nash and dying 4v5, so yeah.
Hysterix asked what your win rate was on Nico, do you know?
Yeah, I'm 100%.
Of course. In everything. Yeah, you do keep track. When it comes to your bot lane performance, and I think specifically that game 1 where Upset had to do a lot. I remember in Madrid, he was your lawyer and he said they needed a glue guy and he's our glue guy. But I feel like maybe you can repay the favor to Upset because he's playing with kind of a new energy, it seems like, ever since you are by his side. A new form of aggression. Seems like he really seems to be able to do a trust fall on the team and particularly on you.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's been performing very well or just very consistent, and he's been like a big voice in our team about what we should do in the game, and he's just very proactive in making sure that we're actually good. Yeah, I think the game one, I mean, he did get caught after the Baron and kind of like wasted some of our time, but besides that, he played well.
Waited so much. Is this the life of an ADC, really?
Yeah, I mean, I can't defend him from that one. Like, that was illegal.
Okay, I see. Well, he is our Kia player of the series, Upset, so.
I think he deserves it. He played well.
Have you won any?
Last week, I guess, against G2.
Oh, true. Yes. I was going to ask you about that because I'm seeing a lot of rumblings. Okay, I was reading Reddit. They're like, is Mickey the best support in the LEC?
Yeah, depends on the day, I guess.
Depends on the day, I guess so, but I can say you're doing phenomenally. Now that you're locked into playoffs, it's all about that playoff berth. I think it was really, really close even in winter, and I think sometimes people are a little unfair, I feel like, towards Fnatic because of things that happened with Fnatic in best-ofs in the past, but it was a commendable way to go out of the winter playoffs against a team that ended up winning it, right? How do you feel about that atmosphere in Fnatic? From the outside, we always connect Fnatic to, well, they're not going to make it in the end, something's going to happen, and then, of course, the MCOY game happened last week. But how does it feel overall in terms of the mindset?
I mean, I think we still all believe in ourselves that we can actually win against everyone because we are showing it quite often. We have glimpses of hope that we actually can play good League of Legends every now and again. It just happens that sometimes, you know, we have games like today, for example, where we're just like quite impatient and we just take unnecessary fights. But I think, yeah, the longer we will have to practice it, the better that we'll get. So I'm confident that we can for sure do better than in winter because I think in winter we were kind of just like a bit more flippy.
Yeah.
If we can actually win games. But yeah, with the removal of lane swaps as well, it's a lot easier for us to actually win. So that's nice.
Okay, nice. Thank you so much, Mickey. Good luck, of course, and congratulations on this victory. That is enough from us. Here on this side, we're going to head over to a quick break. And when we come back, it's going to be the second series of the day, Rogue versus KC.
What the f***? Okay. Send a top 00171. I go. Kalista, no please. Kalista, keep Rest on top side. Bye, kill bye. I block. Sølje. Info. Vi vinner. I win. Nice, good fight. Triple kill, nice. I can go near now. Okay. We kill them all. Lol. Le Mans.
Wait, is he switching lanes? Red Bull gives you wings.
Welcome to the Marriott Bonnevoy pregame check-in as Rogue is taking on KC, and it could be a stressful weekend for Rogue, I want to say, starting with this one immediately. Adam, I feel like we talk every couple of weeks. How are you feeling right now ahead of this, I guess, the most important weekend of spring?
Yeah, you can say I'm feeling pretty good right now. Let's say that if we lose, we're out of the split without even playing against Koi, so I'm feeling pretty happy about that for sure.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding, of course.
Oh, no, I thought it was something about Koi specifically.
No, not really. I mean, we're just trying like to make the best out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, I remember, I think last split, we said that I think we cannot get worse than we've already been. Maybe it was a lie. Maybe it was not a lie. I'm not sure, but
yeah.
We'll just play the games and see what happens.
Exactly. I like that you take it with humor. I know you did on Twitter as well. We have the tweet that you sent out of like, oh, it's versus KC, and then Kamita replied, sorry, Adam. People maybe not know, but you were his employee. You were playing for Igor back in 2020, 2021. So, yeah. Does that make it any easier?
I mean, against KC, I always like, you know, to banter between like them and me. It's always like been pretty funny every time. And also I like to taunt Kana a little bit. I think I know this guy since my first World with Fnatic in 2021. So I'm always like kind of happy when I play against him. There's always like something special. So yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Also, apparently he missed his flight or something, so he got there late.
That's true. So let's say he still like jet lag a little bit and make him understand that he is slightly better than Korea.
There we go. Yeah. You tweeted a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, no, a month ago, I was checking all your tweets, and you, after one of the series, talked about how confidence was something that you guys were definitely lacking in a lot of the spring, but that maybe you'd taken a step forward. Do you feel like you've taken enough steps forward in order to, well, ideally, win both of your matches this weekend?
Maybe. Maybe. I wouldn't say that we're going to be like the most confident